Are you recording?
Yeah, I think
Or
I was able to get
okay, cool.
it.
All right. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Unnamed Horror Podcast. I'm Aaron Borkowski, and I'm joined by Miss Julia.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm Julia Borkowski. I am the festival director of Berryville Film Festival, which will be taking place this September, September 13th and 14th, in the Berryville Public Square and at the Berryville Community Center here in Arkansas. We're really excited about it, but I'm also a JB Talent Connections. I know Aaron had mentioned that with Before Surgeries, and so very excited to be here, though. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, it's great to have you. This is the great start to the show. Sorry. Um, but anybody that's watching can see you don't see me on video. It's gonna have to be that way. But yeah, it's great to have you, Julia. Really excited about the festival. Why don't you kind of just start telling us a little bit about how you decided to do this film festival? Why you decided?
Yeah. Berryville is a very small and unique town. And with our little historic square that we have and our beautiful community center, I figured it might be a good way to be able to bring more film over in this direction. It's a good location, which is one of the reasons wanted to start Berryville Film Festival. I did a lot over in Rogers, and I still do, of course. And Berryville is considered Northwest Arkansas, and it's just slowly helping bring more films east. We don't have a lot of films, within even Northeast Arkansas. It's more central in the Northwest Arkansas. So this is just another way to bring filmmakers over to this area to see all the possibilities for creating films and networking and just different opportunities there. So that's kind of why I want to start it. I think it's a good location. It's going to be different for the town. So it's good for filmmakers and our community members.
How many different states do you have? Like I know you've got movies from how many different states are there?
As of right now, I think I have submissions from Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. I think I have one from Tennessee, Virginia, and then I think there was one from Washington, D.C. So,
Oh wow, yeah.
yeah.
What kind of films like do you have like different categories things like that that you're is it this is a film that competition you give out awards?
Yeah, so we have three different categories. It's micro shorts under 5 minutes, shorts 5 to 45 minutes, and features over 45 minutes. And then of course we have different genres that are getting submitted. We have horror films, we got music videos, we have narratives. We have a lot of different genres getting submitted. The three main categories are the micro shorts, shorts, and features, just to kind of get us our foot into the door for the film festival since it's the first year. But we have many awards. We have best horror film, best fight scenes, best VFX, best actor, best actress. We have, I think, 13 different awards this year. And we hope to grow it as the years go on or learn what awards are more popular and things like that.
So is this something you're wanting to do like every September, or was September just a date you chose just for this first year? Is this something you want to try to do every year at the same time?
So I definitely wanted to be a fall film festival just because originally I wanted it to be more springtime, but here in Berryville, we have this awesome event. It's called the Ice Cream Social. It's in the first week of June. The Berryville Chamber of Commerce puts it on, and I am actually on the board of directors for it. So I have to help assist with any type of planning or networking for that. So I knew for Berryville, it was going to be too busy at the beginning of the year. So I decided to move, let's have, the film festival in fall. I'm kind of playing around with the dates to see how it works this year. And then next year we'll kind of plan. It's going to be a busy few weeks for Carroll County because in Green Forest, about 10 minutes from us, they're having this thing called Agri Days the first week of September. Berryville Film Festival's the week after. And the week after that is the Berryville for the Historic Society Pioneer Days and Heritage Days. So it's gonna be quite busy. We're gonna play it out and see how it goes, but it will always be in fall.
Okay, cool deal. Cool deal.
Yeah.
Uh, so you yourself have been very busy, not just with the festival, but you have the casting directing office that you do. You act a little bit. When do you ever get time to just like chill out, just have But what do you do for fun when you're not working?
Oh.
What's kind of some things you like to do?
Honestly, I like to say my days off are when you see me in the background of a film. I love doing background acting. That's honestly, I tell people those are my days off because I don't have to tell anyone what to do on set. I get to be told what to do and I get to eat food and get paid for it. So that's one of my things. But honestly, just right before this, I'm flying out to see my new baby cousin here in Pennsylvania on Tuesday. And so I was packing and then I just laid down with my blanket, cozied up. It's beautiful out. Like I love the weather today. It's actually not too hot out because I hate the heat. But cuddled up on the couch and started watching Gilmore Girls. So that's my way of relaxing. Is early just sitting on the couch, playing on my computer, and then watching Gilmore Girls.
Hey, that would work. Yeah, I used to. I'm probably not cool to admit this, but when I was in my early 20s, I was like, sitting on the street, what do you have anything coming up as far as acting goes? Any acting stuff coming up?
Acting wise, there's this short film. It's called The One with the Remake. It is going to be based off the first episode of the TV show Friends. And I'm working on that with my friend Sam, who is also the director of This Is for the Kids feature film. And he has me having a small role in it. It's literally like 3 lines, but he has me directing it. And that will be a first time in the director role for a film, as I do a lot of directing for plays, but this is my first time directing a screenplay. So that will be exciting. But I do have a small role in that. And then this fall, after the film festival, my friend Braden White is working on a feature and he has a supporting role for me lined up there most likely. So we are working on that. I just said it has to be after the film festival.
Yeah, Braden's cool. I've talked to him a few times and watched some of his, like his was it Double Cross? I think it was the movie he did with
Yes,
Amy Lynn.
Double
Yeah,
Cross.
Amy
That
Lynn
was
and
good.
Tamara Morgan. That was great. Yeah. Um, oh, so directing. So tell me about that. Are you excited about directing? Is it something you've always tried to do?
I'm nervous about directing. I won't lie. I've done a lot of different stuff when it comes to the cruise side of production. I'm mainly a casting director. That is my full-time job there. I own my casting agency, and then I do assistant director stuff, but I've never been a director. I mean, that's completely different than, being an assistant director, being a casting director, even being an actor. And so I'm definitely nervous about it, but I'm very excited at the same time. And it's a short film. So I'm like, at least it's not, if I mess up a little bit, it's not a big deal. But I'm excited to work with him. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a comedy. And comedies are my favorite. That rom-coms, comedies, whatever that might be, that's my favorite genre to work on. So definitely nervous though.
Are you a fan of Friends? You said it was a Friends short film. Are you a
Yes,
fan of that show? Okay, so at
I
least you know what's
am.
going on.
Yes, I got to go to Warner Brothers a couple times, but first time I went, I was full Friends geek out. Got to see the set and sit on the couch and see where they filmed at the fountain and all. Yeah, that was fun. But no, I'm a Friends geek, that's for sure.
Well, that's a good thing because I think people that sometimes when people like mess up, just somebody watching movies, when they do a movie
Yeah,
that they're not a fan of. Like if they don't really like it or anything, but they're like, oh, it's a job, so I'll take it. Movie usually sometimes you
yeah.
don't really know what's going on or care about what's going on. You do your own. So, I mean, I love Friends too. So when you said Friends fans, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
It's
Didn't
gonna
think
be
that would happen.
fun. Yeah, we got a good group of friends that are doing it too. So we have people that know each other that are working with each other. So then if there is some, because we're gonna be open to like some improv in it. And we want jokes to be able to just feed off of each other and roll off easily. And so people working with each other and there are also stage actors, some of the ones we're working with, which I think will help a lot on the comedy side of it. And I know they're working on a play right now. So they're gonna have that relationship, and I'm hope it's gonna make it easy on the director. That's for sure.
So you just finished not that long ago wrapping another film earlier, but we'll talk about it because I was pretty excited. Forest of the Trees just finished wrapping what, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something
Yes.
like that. So what was it like on set? Tell us, like, without
Uh,
giving away some behind the scenes stories.
Oh my goodness. So we just wrapped The Forest of the Trees, directed by Jason Pitts. I was the assistant director on it. I was also the casting director on it. That was a fun 3 weeks. It was a feature that we just worked on. It's a horror-based film. And I will be honest, I'm not the whole horror guru that a lot of people are, but I love the story. It's based around a demon cult. I think the suspense really leads up. It's not just all gory. I don't know. I love the story behind it. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns that people won't expect. There's even, one of the big, you know, I don't know, twists and turns you can call it, that are in there that I haven't even told Trenton, when I'm working on it, I'm like, I want you to watch it and be surprised when you watch the film. And there's so much to the story, and I'm very excited for everyone to see it. The actors are brilliant. I mean, that was my biggest thing after week one. Because I had a scene which is in the first scene in the movie, actually, scene two technically. I had the first scene in the movie, and I was definitely intimidated after watching all these actors, working with them on week one. We had Annie Sullivan, James Stokes, Olivia Disney, Brad Adams. We had some wonderful, wonderful actors, and they nailed it. They nailed their characters. They studied their characters. I think they made it really easy for us crew to work with. And that was the biggest part. And I mean, no matter what, on any set you work on, there's going to be hiccups. And I mean, there's a few, but it was a very smooth set. And so I've worked on many sets and there's always hiccups, but I felt like this team was really good at working with each other and getting through any type of hiccups there were. And the thing was, there was a lot of people on that set I knew like day one, but there was a lot I didn't. And a lot of people came onto that set not knowing a single soul. And by week 3, we were an entire family. And I mean, there was people I met day 1, and by day 3, we were a family. And that was the biggest thing, is we can't wait to work with each other again.
By the way, everybody, she has the first line in the movie. Very first line in the movie.
I do. I'm really stressed about that. Jason liked it. That's all that matters.
Man, Jason's awesome. I saw him at a wrestling show last week.
He's great.
He's awesome. And he actually had to do a movie that wasn't good, even the ones that, like, I'm not usually a huge fan of really sappy drama, but that was good too. So anyway,
Yes.
Forest Through the Trees will be out. I think you said they're planning on it sometime late or early to late.
Yeah.
Kind of planning on right now.
We are wanting to get it done in time to take to American Film Market, and then he plans on having it where it can. Who knows what the plans are with it? Just because hopefully we're gonna have someone big, and they're gonna put it in every single movie theater in the country. That's the biggest goal, of course. But we're hoping for it to be done by the end of this year, beginning of next. I know he's got some screenings already getting lined up for community members to see and stuff like that.
Oh, sorry. So as far as like, do you like start to tell people how to get a hold of you if they're wanting to? I know you put out a crew members, getting your name on a crew members list. Tell people maybe about that.
I'm gonna be honest, you cut out a little bit. What is it about putting my contact out there?
Yeah, the crew member contact thing that you had, where people can put their names down to be crew members.
Oh my gosh, yes. Aaron, you were one of my first people that contacted me about it. We on our website, JB Talent Connections, for my agency, we have a film crew directory. And that is pretty much a resource for filmmakers to be able to connect with others in the industry and maybe find crew. I'm trying to get it pulled up. It might not pull up for me. But pretty much people all over the state and out of state have the opportunity to pretty much go to our website, and they can literally go to, nope, that's not gonna work. There we go. Film crew directory pretty much. And then they can literally filter it out where they can just look at all the crew. Maybe they're looking for an assistant camera. and they can see different people here on the list and, find their contact information, find their bio, maybe some of their past work. It gives them the opportunity to filter by position and or state. So that will, if they want to just find someone in Arkansas, they just want to start building their crew, they can just go throughout Arkansas. They can be like, oh, here's a hair and makeup artist, here's, a DP, here's a director, things like that. And so it's a free resource and people can just contact me. The biggest thing is to probably go to our Facebook page, JV Talent Connections, and then go to our website and go to Film Crew Directory and see what you all have to send me. Just because there's a lot of different stuff. You can send your headshot, you have to send the bio, your job titles, your location, and then contact information, any websites, IMDb credits that you want to get added. So.
And if you're out there and you want to do it, do it. It was like I said, she's one. I don't know, didn't know I was one of the first, but I know I said pretty early. So,
Yeah.
if you get the name out there, people will see it, and then maybe you'll make a connection. That's what it's all about.
I'm thinking about doing like a random spotlight. I'm thinking about maybe bi-weekly. I don't know. I'm thinking of throwing out different ideas for it though, where I'll just randomly draw a name from our directory and then maybe do like a crew spotlight, and post them on our Facebook page, get a little more publicity for each of those crew members. So different ways of just advertising for our local crew, and it just helps get the name out there. That's our biggest goal, is connecting people in the industry.
So how many actors do you represent now? Oh, we talked about 400.
Yeah. So JV Talent Connections has actually grown so much that we have grown into strictly a casting agency. So we are no longer a talent and casting. This actually gives us more opportunities to cast more projects and get in with the larger ones. As some, like throwing out big here is there's CSA, which is Casting Society of America. You can't also be a talent agency. So there's a lot of different opportunities for us with just being casting. We were growing so much that as a talent agent, I was having, I was on sets working as, maybe an AD, as a casting director, working on projects. And I just didn't feel like it was fair to my talent. And so I figured, let's switch. After a lot of production, or not production meetings, but a lot of agency meetings, we just kind of came to conclusions that casting agency side of it was definitely the biggest thing that our area needed. And so we are just strictly casting them.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So sorry, I wrote down questions and lost questions off in my head. I had like a whole list of them written out, and then I just, it happens when you get old, Julie. Don't get old. So what kind of movies do you have? Like, what kind of movies do you have coming up? Do you have any castings out right now that you tell people about that maybe they'll try to contact you about?
So surprised I cut out, but I think pretty much what I got was, so the projects that we have coming up, I'm in currently pre-production on 3 different feature films, which means we have castings coming up for all 3 feature films very soon. One will be later next summer, so I really don't have information on that. There's a feature that we are working on that we are hoping to be in production for January, February. We are not early on in pre-production. I'm newer to the team, where I'm going to be a producer on this side and a casting director. And so we have a lot of roles that will be getting opened up, a lot of extra roles that will be filmed. Probably, I don't think it will just be Northwest Arkansas, but just around Arkansas, kind of like the forest of the trees. I don't have information on casting for that yet. We do plan on releasing that within, at the latest, October. That's when we'll post that. I just had a short film that I just cast today. It was called The Fundamentals. So hopefully this actress accepts the offer and we will not be casting that short anymore. And then we have another feature that we're working on with Braden White called No Way Out. And that will be filming this fall. And we will have, it's going to be a lower budget feature, just to have something to do. Braden is newer to Arkansas, and so this will give him just an opportunity to work in the film industry before his large feature this summer. And so we'll have some castings on that also. And then I feel like there's another short film that he is getting me the information. He's just getting some stuff in line, and I'll post that too. I really don't have anything to offer at this moment, but within the next 2 weeks, I would say there's going to be a casting on our Facebook page. Best place to find our castings is at JB Talent Connections on Facebook and on our website. You can find it at live castings. And sometimes we have some crew stuff on there too.
So here's one of the questions I was going to ask you. It just kind of popped into my head. You say you love rom-com. Give me like your favorite, like top 3 or 4 favorite movies that you just watch that you can watch over and over again.
Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts. That's like my favorite rom-com like ever. I could watch that a million times over and over again. Oh no, I love Richard Gere. I love Julia Roberts. I feel like that movie is just iconic. There's nothing about that movie I hate. I feel like the writing was good, the casting was good, the cinematography was good, everything about it was good. So Pretty Woman is my favorite rom-com. Can't get me past that.
Is it one of those movies you can sit and like memorize? You got the lines memorized. You've seen it so many times.
Absolutely. I have my top 3 favorite movies, and they're not new movies at all. And like I said, I love my comedies. So my favorite movie is probably Pretty Woman is one of my favorites. Tommy Boy is one of my favorites, and then Parent Trap, the Lindsay Lohan. I don't know what it is about. Like my mom's like, oh, that's definitely not my favorite. Parent Trap. She likes, like the original one. I'm obsessed with Parent Trap. I literally have that entire movie memorized, like the back of my hand. Like I can recite the entire, script. But those are my top 3 movies. And I mean, they're all comedies in a way. And so I don't know.
Oh, Chris Farley's great. I love Chris Farley.
Chris Farley's always been my favorite.
Yeah. And then like, did you ever see the Adam Sandler where he started talking about Chris Farley? The very first time I heard it, I had tears. Man, Chris Farley.
Yes.
But yeah, Parent Trap, I actually agree with you. I like the remake better because I like Dennis Quaid better.
See, and the thing is, I've worked with a lot of famous actors, but I have never really fangirled over working with any of like these actors before. And I had one of my past clients work on for part of pre-production as a PA. And it was when we only knew there was 2 features coming to town, and there was a lot of castings going on and stuff. And he's like, do you know who the lead actors are? I was like, no. And he tells me, and then I hear Dennis Quaid, and I literally fangirled. I was like, I have to get on there. And I was getting my clients on that set nonstop, and I put my name in there, and my name was just kind of getting looked over, and then be like, oh, Julia, do you have anyone that would fit this, this, or this? I'm like, okay, not me. And so I would get someone else on there. And then the casting director called me up one night, literally, and just late at night, 8:00 at night, he's like, hey, can you come on set tomorrow? I was like, absolutely. I get the call sheet. Who's on the top? Dennis Quaid. And it was his first, I think his second day on set of that movie, and I freaked out. He stood right beside me. Like I said, I don't really fangirl over actors, but Dennis Quaid, just because I grew up watching him, he's great. He's super sweet too.
So one more time before we go, start time. I don't like Zoom, by the way, so from now on. But we can kind of give information one more time on the Berryville Film Festival.
Yes. So Berryville Film Festival is September 13th to 14th this year, and we are still accepting films. We are accepting micro shorts, and features from across the country, and they can be already on streaming sites. They can be on YouTube. They can already be published. But we are accepting them until August 2nd. So make sure you submit them. You can find our film freeway at berryvillefilmfest.com. And we just opened ticket sales this past Friday. For a weekend pass, it is $25. For day passes, it's $15. If you buy passes before July 31st, use code EARLYBIRD to get 20% off any pass. So biggest thing right now is we need to get as many submissions in by August 2nd. And of course, as many ticket sales in by the end of this month to save a little bit of money for you guys. We have our awesome lanyards already here, and we are working on the design. The design is practically done, and we're excited about it though. But yeah.
Awesome. So it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's really cool to have it in a small town.
Yes.
Not a huge town, but most film festivals are in Little Rock or Fayetteville. So
Yes.
having it in a small town would be really awesome. Julia, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you,
I
Aaron.
cannot wait for this film festival and actually meet you in person because we have not met in person. So
I'm so excited for that.
all right, thank you guys for watching. Sorry it was so short. I swear I will not do this Zoom crap again. But next time we'll bring Julia on, we'll have her on for a whole lot. Maybe
Yeah.
even try again.
Thank you guys.
Maybe even try again before the film festival since we have a couple of months. We'll try.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.